Good morning. It's Christmas Eve, and it's great to be a Rangers fan. Always has and always will be. Now, I trust Danny to do the right thing at Rangers. He's been doing well. He's punching. He's got Rangers punching above their weight with the players we've got. Obviously, it's silly season when it comes to transfers, etc. So, we're all waiting in the transfer rooms to start, and then the first kind of serious one that comes out, I would say serious, is because the mainstream media tweeted it and posted it, like Sky Sports News, etc. That doesn't mean it's true. And it was Josh Windass. I was like, oh. Now, I've looked into Josh since it came out last night. I think the first person I saw it was Kenny at Ibrox Radio, and I was actually talking to him on private message at the time about one thing and another. And I asked him, and he said, yeah, it seems true. Okay, fair enough. Josh Windass was he had a bit of an attitude problem at Rangers, but was that just down to the time he was at Rangers? Was that just time to the... shushed the fans after scoring against Partick Thistle, of all teams, But he had been getting abuse, and I can understand everyone's got a breaking point. But the one thing is, he scored against Celtic, a great goal as well, that I'll put in the comments. But when I saw it, my heart kind of sank a bit. Not because it's Josh... Well, no, it was because it was Josh Windass, but because it was Danny's, the first kind of solid signing, possibility or loan, although it has been said Wrexham don't want to send him out on loan or sell him, so there is that. So, oh no. But I know, I've looked into him, and he's done well since he's left Rangers. He's scoring goals, he's setting up goals, the stats are there. But for the first one, I was like, not him. But if he comes back, I'm going to trust Danny. Remember, Danny knows him. That's the thing. He played for Danny at Sheffield Wednesday. And the layman is, he thinks he can make Rangers better. And if it's a loan, it'll be to the end of the season, I'd assume. So that means and that is a kind of right thing. And I did say, we've only got room for one more loan because we're only allowed 6. I'm led to believe. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments. But if he's here for 6 months, that's Danny just firefighting, putting plasters on it until we get the right player in that for that position, for Josh's position. He comes down from the right, didn't he? And he can play through the middle as well, I think. He scores goals and he sets up goals. And he proved the shirt isn't too heavy for him, I felt. It could be an idiot at times, but he's matured, he's obviously grown up. And Danny wouldn't bring him if he didn't think he could do a job, because he trusted him at Ibrox. I'm going to assume there's been some kind of WhatsApp message or something like that to each other. I don't know. But and people say, well, why is he playing for Wrexham? Remember, I can't stand Wrexham because of the Republican views of their fans and their Celtic connections. But anyway, forget that. They're a huge story now. They're paying more money than any. They're probably one of the highest payers in the league because of the Netflix thing, because of their owners, and they are a global name right now because of that Netflix thing. I don't watch it because I can't stand them, but you know what I mean. So it's just, but listen, I'm going to trust Danny. I've no reason not to yet. He's proved he can get players playing better. It's the attitude, and that I actually do think Josh proved that he can play for Rangers. With the jersey's not too heavy for him. Others will disagree, as you will see, and rightly so. Now, there's another thing people are rightly saying, and I firmly agree with them, going and looking in the Far East, Eastern Europe, Scandinavia, Belgium Pro Leagues, because it's a better level than English Championship. I don't agree with that. The English Championship's a big league, and it's the hardest, I believe, statistically, the hardest league to get out of because of the competition. And you look at it, it's a brilliant league every year. I get it. You get it here. I think it's the 4th watched league in the globally around the world. It's the 4th biggest league in the world. That tells you all. More people watch that than the Belgian Pro League or the Scandinavian leagues. So I think sometimes we dismiss the Championship, and it's a better level than SPL. Much better. If Rangers went down there, this Rangers right now would probably relegated, but that's a whole different thing. Well, saying that, if we went down there, we would probably do all right after a year or two because we'll be able to buy in big players. You've got to remember, there's players down there on 70, 80 £1,000 a week. You saw some of the transfers down there, the prices. Did Birmingham not pay like a huge fee? I nearly said a fee, but I can't remember. I know they. In fact, did they not pay the fee when they were leaving the first division? There's huge fees being paid down there. There's huge money in that league. So don't dismiss that. Because I know when people say we're buying, rightly buying players from the English lower leagues, I think that's Fernandez sticking in people's heads. The English Championship is not a bad league to be buying from. But I would rather we broaden the horizons before anyone kicks my head in. But anyway, it's Christmas Eve, so let's try and be jovial. You know, I always enjoyed talking about Rangers, even though it's the kind of negative things, because it has to be said. But I never get used to being in hot for Christmas. It just, even though there's Christmas trees up, we've got one up somewhere, and the cat. No, we took it down because of the bloody cats. We've got 4 cats, and they just. Anyway, but tomorrow I'm doing the live podcast from 9 o'clock UK time. I've got a few people going to join in. They might be in for the whole chat. They might be in, drop in for 5 minutes, 10 minutes. That's all I want tomorrow, because it'll be more light-hearted than talking about the downside. But the thing is, right, Rangers are in a good place going forward. We're at the start of a good place. And when I say that, I'm not saying that the league and all that. I know the league's probably over. But it's like Danny said in his press interview last night, he's not giving up. The players have hit the reset button. They were cheesed off when they came off the pitch the other day. And he's got them back talking, and there's a team meeting, and they hugged it out, I guess, to put it in a better phrase, a simpler phrase. But if you want to come on, if you've always wondered about coming on to a podcast, but you're a bit scared, come on tomorrow. I'm not going to say how long I'll be on, because it might be half an hour, it might be 4 hours. I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Probably won't be much. There is plenty of going on in town to people's bars, but aye. So if you want to come on, just come on for 5 minutes just to see if you're comfortable with it, because I know, because it's a year ago now that this all started to take off for me more than it was. So I didn't think I'd be doing this. If it was 366 days ago, I thought, never in a million years, I thought I'd be doing this, because I didn't have the bottle to do it. But here I am, and I'm confident now talking to you. So I'm waffling on a bit. I know probably most of you switched off by now. But if you want to come on, just to test, if you'd like, or not, just come in and say, look, I'm only on for a few minutes, and say hi, happy Christmas, Merry Christmas, blah blah blah, and then you can disappear. But if you're sitting there confident, why not stay on? I mean, there's no hard and fast agenda tomorrow. There never really is with me anyway. I very rarely have notes. I do now and again. When I do, I'll tell you, I do have a cheat thing on the wall in my office in the bear pit, because it's just sometimes I forget the name of my players. You know what I'm like. It's an age thing. But I hope you're all happy. I hope all your presents are wrapped. I hope don't overdo it tonight. And I will see you all during the day. I'll probably go live at some point. And thanks for eating me. Cheers.